Alright, we're recording.
Yay! Welcome back everyone to Rewind and Replay. Today we're trying something out that we haven't done before. We are reacting to an episode and we're gonna watch season 4 of The Crown.
Yes, season 4, episode 1, Gold Stick.
That doesn't sound dirty.
I'm so excited for this show. Oh my god.
No.
I
really
want
to soak up all the cast before they change them next season.
Yeah, I'm excited for the next cast. I mean, the only cast member we do know of is Dolores Umbridge from Harry Potter. I think that's.
I mean, it's exciting, but
It's exciting, but we're saying goodbye to these powerhouse actresses and actors like Olivia Colman, Helena Bonham Carter. It's gonna
really salute them for putting the Harry Potter cast in this.
I'm pumped. I'm pumped to see the historical drama that's gonna come from this.
Yes, reality TV show, documentary, horror movie, all of the above.
Yeah, it's gonna be something super. It's gonna be super cool. I think, if anything, we're gonna see at least some beautiful, beautiful cinematography. Beautiful wardrobe.
I mean, it's a freaking castle.
It's
gorgeous.
It's gonna be great. All right, are you ready? Are you ready to watch this episode?
Yeah.
All right.
So for episode 1, via the little descriptions, we all know what we're getting into: the hot water. As Elizabeth welcomes Britain's first woman prime minister, and Charles meets a young Diana Spencer, an IRA attack brings tragedy to the royal family.
Oh my God, Margaret Thatcher, Princess Diana, a terrorist attack, all in one episode. We're getting treated. All right.
A blessing.
All right, I'm gonna play it. Ready? 3, 2, 1, go. Ooh. Oh man.
I love you guys. The anticipation.
Who this? Who this be?
Who she? The hair made me think like like those old hairstyles with like the curls over there.
Yeah.
Or like the hat, I guess that's what she was wearing, was a hat.
Man.
Wow.
Ooh. Look at this
music.
Why are the English? Redouble our militancy. Spill more blood so that the crown retreats and leaves Ireland forever.
Ooh, I think this, well, who's talking at the moment are, I think it's like the IRA is talking. Like it's a speech from the IRA.
Yeah. The sun does set on the British Empire eventually.
Mm-hmm.
Man, can you imagine though? Like this woman went through so many important historical events.
Yeah.
Lord.
I heard he doesn't eat lunch anymore. Why ever not?
I love the way they speak.
They speak in a very shrew and not shrill, but shrewd English accent. Like it's very like the accents. Yeah, it's very posh. Like all the sounds come to the front of the mouth, near the teeth, near the roof.
She's gone to, and one in a bathing costume.
Boy's a player, I guess.
She's got a whip, not a whip, whiplash.
She's clever.
And unlike a certain Mrs. Parker Bowles, she's not married.
They're all just talking shit about Prince Charles' like love affairs. It's great.
I mean, it sounds like he's had so many, so I would too.
You were the one who encouraged it.
It is weird to me that like a nickname is like Dickie. Not even like just like Dick for Richard, but like Dickie.
It was another time. It was another time when dicks weren't really dicks. Who dis?
She's a modern woman. Did you see that hairstyle?
Oh,
look at that. I want to be there. I like brain things. Why do I know this house? Why do I know this house? Oh my god, I know this house.
Ooh.
I know exactly that the servants' quarters, the entrance is right. What? What is it? Why do I know this? What is this place?
Is this another? Have you been here in another life?
No, I had it was in a class because I'm an English major. We talk a lot about England. Huh?
I thought we'd ride out.
Which building
There's a
is
lovely lodge
this?
the other side of Highwood we can go to.
The thing about England is that it's a very small country, but apparently there's just a lot of countryside.
That's the estate office.
Like for me, I feel like there's just so much countryside in England for such a small country.
It's weird. Like, it doesn't feel like it's possible. I mean, I guess that's probably just because we're American hoes, but
Yeah, because like America, like the majority of America is rural, you know.
yeah, but we're so, you know, near city centers, but also makes more sense because like we have more land because we stole it all.
Yeah.
Only way.
Who is this? Who is sneaking? What the fuck is happening? Wait, who?
I haven't seen a thing.
Why is he laughing?
Thank you, sir.
If she just walked, like it wouldn't have been that big a deal, you know? Like it's weirder to have someone hiding behind a bush than someone just like walking.
Disaster. Well,
Girl, you're behind a bush. What the fuck?
Fruit, snout, good fellow.
Snug, quince, bottom.
Yes, bottom. Happens to have the most
How
enormous
old is she?
backside.
I don't like
The
this.
person.
Is this Princess Diana, do you think?
No way.
Is this their meet cute? Is this their meet
Sarah's
cute?
younger sister,
Oh,
by the way.
maybe.
Please don't tell her you saw me.
Wait,
I'll get into
no,
terrible
it
trouble.
can't be.
She wanted everything to be just.
But maybe this is like our intro into like he's the player.
Well,
Yeah, maybe this speaks more to who Prince Charles is. But is it? I can't tell. She's wearing a mask.
I know.
Mad tree.
I won't say a thing.
This is weird.
Thank you, sir.
He's literally flirting with her sister, and she's in the other room.
Yikes, bro. Why you do that? Also, it's weird that she was under strict orders to not be seen. Like, Sarah, are you okay?
Really?
I'm
To
jealous.
leave us alone.
Oh, she's just passing through.
Well, she could have gone on the outside, but she was obsessed with the idea.
She didn't want to. Yeah, clearly.
She wants that royal D.
I mean, everyone
sorry.
does. Look, I don't know how old she is, but like, who doesn't want to marry rich? Okay.
Yeah, you wanna... Yeah, that's true. That's true. Yeah, I mean...
Upgrade. Wow, just riding on horses. Wow, down with the bourgeoisie. Am I right?
Oh, to be a royal prince riding through the English countryside on horseback.
Leaving the mansion for the day in the care of the servants. She looks so sad.
That has to be Diana, right? Right?
Girl, don't ask me.
Ooh.
Carrie, I don't know, bro.
Ooh, we got some
This
credits.
is beautiful,
Ah,
this intro.
It's such
It gives me very big Game of Thrones vibes.
Yeah.
With, like, how the score is. And, like, you know, like, the slow building of, like, pieces. But, I mean, the Game of Thrones one is, like, much quicker, though, to, like, build, because it covers way more cities and stuff.
Yeah.
This is more simple, but it's, like, pieces, and then it's the whole thing, and it's orchestra.
And yeah, you can when you see like a title sequence, it's like it kind of gives off what they're going for, like what vibe the show's going for. And like with this title sequence, you know, it's like they really are going for like upper echelon, high quality television, you know. Goldstick, written by Peter Morgan, directed by Benjamin Cameron.
See what the stick has in store.
Gillian Anderson, Margaret Thatcher.
I know. That hair, though, I will never get over it.
I mean, what time period is it? Is it like late 80s, almost 90s, right? So like Hairspray is in its like Hairspray, man. That's like
boom. Yeah. It's people made decisions.
I will not be drawn on any subject save the weather. It's a lovely day.
It's looking like a comfortable victory for the
I do love how they transition that into the TV.
oh man, it looks
cute.
Oh, I'm so excited for Margaret Thatcher.
What?
2 women running the shop.
Fuck you, dude.
Excuse me, sir?
Fuck you.
Why are you married to him?
Keeper's daughter.
Okay. The
worked hard.
the character who I hate the most is always like Prince Andrew, right? Yeah, I hate him. I hate him. His name's Prince Andrew, right?
What about her character?
I don't care what his name is.
Says here,
It's the king. The king. The king's always annoying to me. He's always...
No, he's not the king. He's the queen's
Oh
consort,
yeah.
is what he is.
Yeah. He's not. He's the duke. He's the duke of something.
Edinburgh.
Of Edinburgh. He's not actually the king.
Who else around
She-
Edinburgh. Burr. Fuck him.
Yeah.
Fuck
I
him.
mean, fuck him. But I mean, Margaret Thatcher, just like her as a politician, she made a lot of controversial decisions. Like, especially, I think one comes to mind is like the whole dealio with like the Falkland Islands, near Argentina. I know that was a huge thing. You know, like they went to.
And yeah, I mean, I think what we've seen really well on the show is like how some prime ministers, like they come and go.
Has won the election. It is my very great pleasure to invite you to form a government in my name.
Oh,
Congratulations.
again on the topic
Prime
of like
Minister.
you saying
Thank you.
how prime ministers come and go. It's just one thing I
Oh,
love about the show is the
yes.
interaction between the prime minister and the queen, because each prime minister
This
is
room
so different.
is important. This is an important room.
Mm-hmm.
And your
her
husband
voice.
is retired.
I literally
is that
just got chills.
Yes. But he won't get in the way if that's what you're
Oh,
asking.
yes. I love that.
Good at taking.
right? Would you like to hear my predictions for yours? I'm assuming no women
Oh,
Women?
Oh.
in cabinet.
No, certainly not. Well, not just because there aren't any suitable candidates. But I have found women in general tend not to be suited to high office.
girl.
Controversial.
They become too
Controversial.
emotional.
Excuse me.
I doubt you'll have that trouble with me.
Are you not a woman?
I do love this hearing about how other people imagined the queen.
Mm-hmm. Because everyone has their perceived
Commendable
notion.
appetite.
Look at that. Look at that countryside. They have to have shot on location, right? Right? That can't be digital.
I think so. It would be. I don't think it's digital.
Chance for an Olympic competition
I
again?
know. But Mark has decided to compete himself this year, and that would mean us training together, being on the circuit together.
I see.
Can't she compete in the
Is
Olympics?
that
Can
such a
royalty do
bad
that?
thing?
I think if she qualifies,
He's
you
your
know,
husband.
probably.
Wow. What a disadvantage for everyone else.
Oh, yeah.
Coming with training. Superior resources.
Mm-hmm.
She's so radical. I love her.
That's
And
really.
yet you don't want 2 women in office?
Yeah. See, there's a dissonance between
And a nasty
know
dose of the horrors when she sits on a horse.
how you're treating the women in your personal life to how you think the women can just govern, and I'm here for women governance,
Yeah. I mean, the thing is, he is encouraging her to do the Olympics, not to run a country.
True.
Although typically sports are male dominated, so that's still something. But
You have to have would she be the first Olympian in the royal family? You think that's something? That's scrambling.
is she? I don't
I don't
know.
know.
if she is.
I don't know my UK history.
I don't either.
But I think it is important to note that Margaret Thatcher, like as great as we have as having a woman in prime minister, Margaret Thatcher isn't a good person. She did a lot.
And the show did a great job of showing us that in the first 5 minutes of meeting her.
Yes, exactly. You can tell that we're gonna have some conflict between at least her and the. I'm ready for the conflict between her and Olivia Colman or Queen Elizabeth.
Yeah, I mean, I kind of already want to punch Margaret Thatcher. You go, girl, but also stop being shitty.
At least when Camilla and I commit adultery, there aren't national security implications involved.
Committing adultery, scandalous.
Honestly, you make a great show of being my ally in this family, watching my back, but when the chips are down, you're just a quisling.
What I like about the show is that it has a very recurring theme of what is the monarchy's place in a modern landscape? You know, like the purpose of a royal family is, what purpose do they have when everything is run by democracy? You know, it's like, how can they democracy? What democracy we have left in this day and age?
Yeah, I mean, like the weird thing, right, is that like it used to be monarchies and then like republics, really, honestly, more than democracy.
Yeah.
And then a bunch of dictatorships. That's basically what I'm trying to say with my mouth.
Why, like it's what the struggle this family's had over these past seasons is like, how do they retain their credibility as a monarch? They're on the wrong side of the road.
No, they're not.
Is she going birding? Is our queen going birding? What's she doing?
That was a skillful climb.
I thought someone shot the kid on the boat, and I was like, what?
Alright, why is that there?
That's a euphemism.
Why are they doing this?
That's a metaphor. It's a metaphor.
Why? Wow.
I mean, we're seeing a bunch of the royal family just hunting right now. So it's like, what's the metaphor here? Like, why are we seeing all these people, all these royal family members go hunting in various? Oh, that's why.
That's the IRA.
Oh wow, I did. Oh shoot.
And you called it beforehand with the gunshot, the way they overlapped it.
Oh wow.
It's a good precursor.
I was not expecting that.
They have all the land to go hunt.
Oh, yeah.
And they got punished for
I think the metaphor we saw with that sequence of events is like,
Oh dear.
we see how all these royal family members, like the power and the influence they have to hunt over these vast arrays of land and live in this like sort of luxury. Like they're making hunting very luxurious. And then we kind of...
it's Scotland. It's not even their country.
It's not even the country. And then we see, you know... when that explosion happens, when we see that explosion happens, where it goes and like, you think there's the royal family safe and that they're above the disarray that they're
the
creating.
ones doing the hunting.
Yeah, that they're being hunted. They're being hunted. Yeah. Oh, metaphor! Yeah. It's a metaphor.
Yeah, that's what it was.
We found the metaphor.
Yeah, I mean it does suck. Like, you know, I think something we've learned. At least I hope our generation has learned is that violence doesn't.
Lord Mountbatten is dead.
Unless it's a full-on revolution, violence more often than not will not solve it. That also underscores the conversation they were having about the importance of appearance in marriage. Like, consequences can be dire.
Because if they if they're showing weakness, then they're showing a weakness to their enemies. You know, that's the whole thing. Because they're the symbol of the country, and if they're showing weakness at all,
I mean, like, and the weird thing is that like I don't support terrorism. No. That was a bad move, bad bombing. But also give Irish people their country back.
You're not working hard enough to reach and to rise.
Oh.
The choice of a woman was the issue around which the last Prince of Wales came to grief.
True.
It is astonishing to me that 40 years after the abdication, you're making so little attempt to conceal your infatuation for another man's wife.
He's repeating history.
Contemplate such ruin and...
Our heartfelt condolences go out to
you.
Look
at her. She's being so condescending right now.
Those of the servicemen killed at Warren Point today.
She means none of this.
No.
Of those who would seek
Look at her.
And make
she's just using it as like ammo.
Yeah, ammo for her political agenda. Hello, son. You're back from Iceland. How was it? How was the trip?
Hey, your grandpa's dead.
Oh, it's you.
Oh, wow. Man, this kid is just getting shit on today. I mean, to be fair, he's a little asshole, but...
Oh my god. Feel your emotions. Feel your emotions in the fullest.
He left
I mean, or else it turned out like this piece of shit.
pages of instructions
Yeah, I know. Wow.
for the funeral.
I mean, the show's about Queen Elizabeth, but like he's very influential in
it's
her
about
children.
it's about the crown, and the crown is the queen, and what happened, and and her family and whatnot.
And the crown is its successors. I mean, he has a big impact on them.
It's
their grandpa.
It's just he's so toxic. He's such a toxic character.
Little do they know, he will never be king.
He really might not be. Like, honestly, like if he gets like, didn't he get COVID? Like, someone got COVID.
Oh shit!
Someone in the royal family got COVID. I think. I'm pretty sure. Princess Anne, how's the Olympics going? Princess Diana.
We're the horses and the government owns us.
Royal Highness.
like the royalty does.
I just wanted to offer my condolences. Must have been completely dead.
Oh my god, it's Princess Diana. It's Princess Diana.
How you did that.
What balls, though?
Utterly brilliant.
You know?
Thank you.
You know what I mean?
I'm sorry, we haven't met.
We have. I was in costume at the time.
It was her.
The mad tree.
Diana.
Yes.
Princess Diana. Oh.
So I told Lord Mountbatten.
She's still alive. Conspiracy 2020. Princess Diana is still alive. She's in hiding.
Conspiracy. She was murdered by the royal family. Conspiracy. There are things happening. I don't know.
Oh.
She was beautiful though.
Yeah, they did such a great job casting her because she the look. She has the look.
Stop honking!
Oh, to be a royal prince and blocking traffic.
Yeah.
All our thoughts.
Just to talk to a pretty girl. Cool.
Excuse me, don't honk at me. I'm the fucking prince here.
Imagine if you talked like that. Oh, she's getting married. So okay, so there was a time skip, but I thought so.
Thank you, sir.
No. Your sister.
Yeah, what an asshole! Fuck!
But it's okay, because she's getting married, you know? She's getting married. This girl's getting married.
Still her little sister, though? That's so fucking awkward.
Maybe I do. A little more.
Does she not have any Did Princess Diana have any titles?
I don't think so.
I'm sure all the kids love her.
But, I mean, she's doing things. Like, she's reading to people, so I'm assuming she has some sort of title.
What about her?
I don't know.
I think she's part of like an old family, but I don't know that
like one of those.
She has titles because, like,
as if she were destined.
You know what I mean? Because like titles work based on like how the property goes.
Yeah.
And if it's like a small enough family, her sister might be the one with the title. True. Unlanded.
No. Should I warn?
Yes.
No.
Ah!
I need to be a surprise.
Creepy.
Number first.
Creepy. If you don't got it, that's your fault. You should ask.
373.
She lives in an apartment with other people.
She's just an ordinary girl.
Yeah. Poor girl doesn't know what she's getting herself into. Holy fuck.
And this marked the end for the beginning of the end for Princess Diana.
Do you know what age she died at?
I know she died young. I know
but
she died like a few years after her sons were born. So it was sometime in the 90s. I forget when.
I'm just trying to prepare myself for when they kill her eventually in the show.
They probably will kill her this season. Like, I'm pretty sure they're gonna kill her this season.
Like, soon. Like, I wouldn't be surprised if it was like episode 4 or 5.
Your Royal Highness.
Because there's a lot of time to cover, you know?
Yeah, I want to see her shine, and I want to see why. I want to see why the British people fell in love with her, you know?
Because we're falling in love with her the same way. She's
True.
a teacher. She's so sweet. We see her in her apartment.
Oh, look at that.
It's oh.
What do you think? Thoughts? What were your thoughts on the episode?
So much happened, but also so little happened.
That's on par with, like, you know, these types of shows. It really wants to deal in with mood and, like, trying to set things up. And we really didn't, surprisingly, we didn't really see that much of Margaret Thatcher. I thought we'd see,
I know,
but I think it's mostly focused this episode on, like, you know, I think this episode really just focused in on Prince Charles and what's gonna happen with him.
Which is interesting to me because, I mean, we've had episodes not about the Queen, but I mean, like, I enjoy them the most when it's related to her or following her sister.
Yeah, I think it's like episodes on her sister are like the strongest storylines.
Yeah.
And I kind of getting the feeling like last season, I don't know about you, but I felt like she was put on the back burner. Like, I was surprised on how much the Queen Elizabeth was put in the background last season.
Yeah, especially towards the end.
Yeah, I mean, we ended with her sister, like it was her sister's episode we ended it with, and it was surprising. And I feel like, and that's where, like, my critique of the series is that it's like the first couple seasons were so strong because it focused in on her and her mentality and her adapting, and I feel like she's just been put in the background in favor for, like, characters like Prince Charles. And the thing is, like, how do you feel about Prince Charles? Like, how do you feel?
I don't like him. I think we got that during my commentary, but, like, I don't like Prince Charles.
It's weird because, like, I have it's the same feeling I feel like for the men of these of this series. Like, we're not too, like,
I don't
the men
want to spend time with them.
Yeah, it's like
I don't want to.
It's like we don't want to spend time with them because they're not as interesting, you know? Like, I find it so much more I find, like, the episodes with you know, Princess Margaret and you know, and just Queen Elizabeth, I find those interesting.
Or even, do you remember when their mom, I don't remember what her name was.
Oh yeah, the mom. She had like
Margaret
a whole.
Elizabeth's mom.
She had some
like
stuff.
She was in it for a little bit.
Yeah.
And I think one thing that I think both you and I are kind of pointing out is that because the show's about the crown, it's very fair for them to focus on not just Queen Elizabeth.
It is fair.
But it was more like one character focused during, say, like the first season, and then it felt like a smoother transition. Okay, well, now we're exploring what's happening with Margaret, and Queen Elizabeth obviously is still around. And then it kind of not really transitioned to Prince Charles. Like, it didn't do it all the way, and not, like, effectively. Like, if it actually made me care about her, because, like, I already kind of care about Margaret Thatcher because she got me from the the first minute. But this is just like a wet blanket boy.
Yeah, I think, and that's also a testament to Gillian Anderson and how well she's been able to capture. Because, like, the only other rendition of Margaret Thatcher that comes to mind is Meryl Streep's Margaret Thatcher in The Iron Lady, and she did a phenomenal job.
Compare.
So so it's gonna be it's weird because I feel like this season I'm gonna want Queen Elizabeth, I'm gonna want Princess Margaret, I'm gonna want
Diana,
I'm gonna want the Prime Minister Margaret Thatcher, and, like, I want to see them because I want to see, you know, like, at the end of the day, the series is about Queen Elizabeth's reign, and I think if anything. I think with these last two seasons, with season 3 or season 4, I think we're seeing the legacy of Queen Elizabeth, like the legacy, and her legacy is Prince Charles, and what's so weird is that Queen Elizabeth, she put herself she felt the weight of the crown, and she knows the responsibility, and she knows how much of herself she has to erase in order for the crown to persevere. And with Charles, we're seeing, you know, how he's kind of repeating his uncle's mistake, you know, or his great uncle's mistake. And
I think it's interesting because, you know, like, aside from like the main royal line, right, Queen Elizabeth and her children and their children's children, I mean, but there were a ton of people involved in being the royal family, right, like Mountbatten and whoever the fuck else was on the boat.
Whoever the fuck,
R.I.P.
fuck them
I'm
kids.
so sorry. I didn't, you know, like, I didn't recognize them, but they're still important. And I think, like, showing us that bigger scope is useful.
Yeah.
And it's also interesting to consider, though, because, like, we're watching it as it's happening.
Yeah.
And, like, we're thinking, like, oh yes, like, this is the next king, he matters, this is important. But coming from it, you know, 2020, he's just another old white guy, and it's still Queen Elizabeth.
Yeah, I think what I love about this show is that it's showing just this. It's humanizing, like, it's humanizing these political figures who we have no really connection to in real life. We only see them through the press and through what the media tells us, and here we see a very personal, just really personal relationships with these characters, and showing in them how human they are, and how ultimately how they have to give up their humanity in order to remain figureheads. And I think that's what I find interesting. That's what I find interesting with the show.
I'm most interested to see what they're gonna do this season and the next one, as we start getting more into, like, the internet age.
Yes.
And I wonder how far they're gonna go, because, like you said, like, we're 80s right now?
We're like late 80s, I think. Like, I don't know where they're gonna go forward, and I really hope this season tries to I think if anything, I feel like Princess Diana will make us like Prince Charles more. I feel like I hope. I mean, I already like her again, which is like the weird thing. I'm liking all these women, and all these men are just like, it's just, I think I think I will never like the Duke of Edinburgh. I think I love Tobias Menzies, but I'm not gonna like his character. Like, I've never liked his character.
Which is not to say that Queen Elizabeth is a great mom. We've seen her be a very terrible mom in so many ways.
Yeah.
Just look at her children.
Because because you know, it's like they're not her children anymore. They are the children of England. They are. Like, they have
the future country leaders.
And there's a bunch of sacrifice that comes with that. And that's what I find so interesting about the show, is this how, because, like, you know, because it's at the end, because, like, it's kind of like the show is you know, it's like, you know, you're talking about the Borgia and the Tudors, and how those shows were like way back when the crown actually had a lot of power, and this series is showing how all that power is kind of a facade, and how it can all just go crumbling away. And I think with this episode, with like the IRA attack, we're seeing it crumble. And I think the themes we're going to see with this season is how much their power is crumbling away. Because as I remember, Diana was a very big threat to the power and legitimacy of the crown, and challenged it in very modern ways. And I'm just excited. I don't know. I'm excited to see it.
We'll see how it goes. And hopefully no one from this show dies in the next however many weeks. We'll be talking about it, because I would be.
Oh,
really
that'd be so sad. It'd be so sad. It's like we're reacting. We see Queen Elizabeth, and we're like, R.I.P. R.I.P. Oh.
No, she's living forever.
She's living forever.
Like forever.
Forever.
Like eternity. The sun will never see. You know how, like, the sun wasn't supposed to set on the British Empire, but, like, it did, because they lost a lot of their colonies. Fairly, they should no colonies bad. The sun, however, will not ever set on Queen Elizabeth.
I hope not. She's too fun. She's too much of she's fun. She's a fun gal, and
she's fun. I've seen everyone call her boring and plain. I think she's fun too. I think she's a good leader, and it's like a difficult situation.
Definitely. All right. Well, I had a lovely time this episode, Adriana. I had a lovely time reacting with you. And, well, I guess we'll see you guys next time.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. All right. Well, I guess how should follow us on, you know,
all the places.
all the
They're
platforms
in the description below.
In the description. Share, like, do what you want.
Subscribe.
Subscribe,
However,
follow.
do not spoil the show.
Don't.
I know the whole thing is already out and we're doing it episode by episode, and you can just go ahead and watch it. Maybe you've already seen it. Definitely tell us your thoughts on this episode. But we're waiting. We're holding off. We're doing it episode by episode. We're exercising self-control. Please, no spoilers.
No spoilers, please. All right. Well, it's been lovely. See y'all later. Bye.
Later, gators.